Need to change down a gear.
Let's get the vlog setting going.
What's the vlog setting? Oh! Right, we don't know if this is going to work. This is on a new camera, but we thought we'd give you a little bit of a race debrief.
Debrief, yeah, from Sunday.
From Sunday, the Guernsey Island Games. And we've got some B-roll courtesy of pretty much everyone, because there were so many people that I know with cameras, but primarily Emily, because she had my camera. So yeah.
Big shout out to Emily.
Big shout out to Emily.
And a big shout out to my sponsors, Hawk Group.
And Entire, yeah, Apex and Saddleback, etc, etc. Anyway, so we thought we'd take you through from a day or so out when you arrived, because I actually put Ollie up in my parents' house. How do you find it? How do you find getting to Guernsey? What have you been up to?
I haven't flown into Guernsey probably in, I don't know, 15 years, since I was a little kid. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be
That would be great.
Pilot dropped the plane out of the sky. Just like that one up there. You see that? Did some prep. And then hit the race, didn't we?
Yeah, so like the day before, I guess, we did a full prep day, so I'm not actually used to doing all three disciplines the day before for 70.3, but I toned it down to kind of mix it up with Ollie on the prep day, because he does a slightly different one, a bit shorter and sharper, and yeah, felt good. I didn't really want to get in the water, but you had your swim to do, so did that with you. It was actually
I wanted
bliss.
to just get in the sea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, excitable little island boy. And it was an 11:50 race, so there was quite a lot of morning, and Emily's parents were there as well. So
that's not much for me though.
Yeah.
So I've not raced before like 5 PM this year, so I was basically up and out, off we go.
Whereas I'm used to 7 AM starts with the 70.3, so it was a little bit different for both of us. Like, this is it, Guernsey Island Games 2023, morning of the triathlon, and I'm ready. Em's ready to do her supporting duties, and yeah.
So we're this way as you put it.
I did it the other way. So yeah, should be good fun. It's turned out to be quite a nice day. It was raining earlier and it was a bit sketchy, but yeah, it's looking good. Midway house though, so I think it kind of suited us both in terms of not going the full end of the spectrum. Anyway, so we turned up, I found him like just before the race, set up our transition. We were pretty much the last people to do it. What? Why?
Why were we the last one?
Why were we the last people?
Do you know what? I'm not sure, but all I know is we were in and out
Yeah.
in like 5 minutes. We do it God knows how many times a year.
Yeah.
First one in the water for warm up. So
Yeah.
you didn't get into transition early, but if you're just fanning around.
We're pretty used to it, so
Yeah.
we're in and out. Although that being said, I did not manage to link up my power, so no power data from this one, but it felt like 4,000 watts. Anyway.
What did you just do?
Just had a little wee in my suit, accidentally. At least I know I'm hydrated. Just trying to stay cool. Right, have you seen my parents yet? So the crowds were insane actually. Like, it was so impressive to see how many people came out, both from Guernsey and Jersey and all the other islands actually. But lined up, got our names called forward.
First, you were first on, I was third.
Yeah, so we lined up in the order that we came in Gibraltar, and then Will Draper was in the middle of us. So I started far left because I breathed to my right, and I wanted to see where Ollie was going to be, because he told me that he was going to start far right.
I basically said, whatever Josh does, I'll do the opposite. There was 2 reasons for that. Reason number 1 was I knew I had a good start on me, particularly off the beach, and I didn't want Josh to get straight on my feet and just have a cruise on up to the buoy. And reason 2 was we wanted to break the field up, and if we sandwiched Draper, who's now swimming pretty well and very good on the bike and good on the run, we'd pull him up and he'd be with us. So the idea was, yeah, we kind of made our own way up to the buoy and we congregate there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that didn't happen.
The idea being we connect at the buoy. My race plan, to be honest, was to sit on his feet because it was in his interest to swim hard. But I looked across after a couple of strokes. I had a really good start, to be fair, and I think it favoured the left-hand side as well. But I had a cracking start. Looked to my right, and he wasn't there. Like I saw him underneath my armpit, and if you see someone underneath your armpit, they're pretty far behind already. So, so I got to the first buoy, and I was like, well, I've got to commit now. He was at least 10, 15 metres behind.
I think it was 12, I think it might be 15 seconds.
The first lap, sorry. So I had a decent gap, and I really committed then because I was like, well, I've got one effort in me and this is going to have to be it. So gapped him, and I think I lost a little bit of time on the second lap. But
I started to reel him in, but
yeah,
we're not sure whether that's a combination of needs to be quicker or Josh is not swimming in a straight line. Probably a bit of both.
Probably a bit of both. But either way, I managed to come out of the water with a 12-second gap, and I basically went as hard as I was willing to go through transition. You absolutely sent it.
Yeah, because I knew it was now or never.
Yeah.
And it was never, as I came to realise.
And the rest of the race for me went really well. Like, I just kept my head cool. I put the hammer down for the first lap. Tried to stay away from you whilst I saw you were absolutely pummeling the pedals.
Yeah, I probably put out like, I'm not actually checked my power bar. I had power, Josh didn't. But I think my first 10 minutes would have been like 340-ish, which is really high for me.
Yeah.
Really, I averaged 300 watts for the whole bike.
Yeah.
So for the first, I guess 10-15 minutes, I was just in pure pursuit of Josh. I should have known that it would have taken at least 400 watts to catch him.
Well,
I haven't got that. I haven't got those facilities, big man.
Well, that's my speciality, right? Like, I'm trying to be good on the bike, trying to be quick on the bike with 7.3 because it's very important, and you can draft a little bit, so it's a little bit different. But all in all, I had a good bike. I managed to pull out a 2.5 minute gap in the end.
Yeah, so I gave my parents a job of giving me splits on a whiteboard. So always find it really hard to hear. So I knew the gap was going out, and I should have told them, if it goes past 2 minutes, just give me the gap to the person behind. So I just kept knowing that he just kept pummeling 40 seconds into me a lap. And then when we got onto the run, I actually got caught by Will on the bike on the last lap.
Will was flying. He put a minute into me.
I was just trying to like minimise that deficit to him, and I got onto the run and felt a bit crippled for the first 100 metres from the TT rig. Once I caught my stride, I started to feel quite good.
Yeah, you look good.
Came past Will, told him to get on so we could have a bit of a hunting and use each other for like headwind parts, but I know he's been struggling with an Achilles injury, so he kind of just let the gap go, and then it was in hot pursuit of Josh, but when he's 2.5 minutes up the road and we were running pretty much exactly the same pace, it does, like, you're never going to catch that.
We were just monitoring the gaps between each other from like points on the course basically, and we saw they were pretty static, so I was then able to like just try and absorb the atmosphere a little bit more, because you don't get that opportunity very often, especially at home games. So like I really tried to kind of take it all in, appreciate the crowds, which were insane, and bring it home to the island really.
And I managed to just about hold off Will. He to put in a, 10-15 second gap into him, and then he just kind of hovered there for a while. He got real close at one point, but I managed to hold him off.
Will you be doing any 70.3s anytime soon?
I was considering doing a 70.3 at the end of the year, potentially, but I made my decision during the bike on Sunday that I'll wait until like another 4 years or so before I delve out. I think I enjoy drafting too much, and I don't feel fulfilled myself fully in World Triathlon. So
You've got plenty more to give in World Triathlon, and it's your speciality. Like, you're so good at the technical aspects. Like, you're world class at it. So you can't let that go yet. 70.3 is something for the future for sure.
So yeah, both pretty happy. 1-2. And Jersey got team gold, Guernsey team silver. It was actually fairly close this time around as well, only a couple of minutes in it, considering there's 3 athletes. So yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you all for coming down. Thank you for watching this little recap video. Thank you for the videos, Em, and thank you to all our sponsors.
Hot Jersey. Have a look.